Everybody, I'm Brian,
And I'm Ryan.
and we're charging Badgers, and today we are doing a little bit of a remote stream, so let us know if the levels are okay. Yeah, the plan for today is our first Battle for Zendikar release queue.
I'm excited to do some Battle for Zendikar after doing a lot of prep for GP Madison, so hopefully we can pay off here with some nice decks here.
And I think that you've played a little bit more than I have, so while I'm going to be driving, I think I would like to defer to you when we have discussions.
Sounds good. Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, let's hop on in. These are firing real fast.
Yeah, I can imagine.
People are excited.
Pretty excited to get in here. So, so my strategy has been I've done a lot of test drafts, as well as I did 2 drafts at the GP, and I went 4-0 and split the finals in both. So I did pretty well at the GP on the draft side of things. But my strategy has been try to take cards that are excellent in multiple archetypes as early as possible, and then solidify into whatever direction they're going. So like a card like Vile Aggregate, and then go into like a blue-red shell or a blue or a red-green shell with like tokens to make your aggregate bid. Again, sort of you try to solidify yourself in a deck as quickly as possible and cut things off as quickly as possible. So
sounds good. Sounds sweet. Now there seems to be a lot of cards that are just good, but not necessarily. Well, we can have a discussion.
Yeah, we can go through the discussion as things go here. And so we're gonna try a new. Charlie, please don't bark.
Okay.
It.
Yeah. All right. And the bottom card is a plains.
Yep. Yeah, I see it. So, this is actually, I would say, a relatively weak pack. We have a weak pair.
Yep.
I'm gonna say the card I would pick first, and then I would take Eyeless Watcher here.
Okay. Really? Okay.
Yep, I think it's the card that goes in the most archetypes. I think Skyrider Elf is potentially more powerful, but you can easily just get cut off. Like, you're committing to like a 3 or 4 color deck, and you just may not end up there. Whereas Eyeless Watcher goes in pairs with any of the devoid colors. Actually, can pair with white if you get like the Druid War Callers and things like that to go wide.
And we like that better than Silent Skimmer.
I do. I like it better than Silent Skimmer. Silent Skimmer is a good, in my opinion, like maybe once you're kind of into the black deck, or like it's a little bit more controlling too, whereas Eyeless Watcher can just go wide and you can pick up Swarm. I just like the token makers in green a lot.
Sounds good.
And if we start getting past token makers, we'll just take every single green token maker.
Oh wow. All right.
So you've highlighted the card I'd pick here.
Even over this Guy Spawner?
Yes.
Okay.
I really think it's about getting into an archetype as quickly as possible and cutting it.
Okay.
Green tokens with Rot Shambler is like insane. I had a black green deck in one of my drafts that I got like a turn 2 Rot Shambler into Call the Scions into Eyeless Watcher, and it was like 5/5 on turn 4.
Yeah.
And it's just really hard to deal with if you get it online. We would look for one of those Bone Splinters to wheel.
Yeah.
It's super good in the archetype. We are passing the Sky Spawner, so like if we keep shipping blue, we're trying to encourage people to go blue to our left. So that's where I'm going here.
Okay.
Let's see how it turns out.
Okay.
So, I think the most obvious thing about this pack is white is being passed to us.
Yeah.
However, there's also a very good black card in this archetype, and
you're calling this very good?
In the black-green deck, it is outstanding.
Okay.
Like sacrificing Scions and draining and getting bigger, like it's super good. I was afraid. I was sad I didn't have one in my deck.
Okay.
So if we want to keep cutting the archetype, I would take the Cutthroat. If we want to stay open to white, then it would be Reproach or Sheer Drop.
What would you take?
Not sure what's correct. I would take Reproach over Sheer Drop.
Me too.
So I think that's fine.
Okay.
We hedge a little bit here.
Sure.
But we have not seen. We'll have to see if we can get any of the Scion makers, which we haven't seen any other ones yet. And it's getting somewhat late in the pack to start seeing them.
Yep.
So here is where I will lobby. Well, I don't think I need to lobby you for this one. I think Evolving Wilds.
Yeah, I like it too.
Actually, in a pack like this that's relatively weak, with an Evolving Wilds, I will take an early Evolving Wilds in this format because there are so many cards to splash in this format.
Mm-hmm.
And whether you go like a true 3-color deck, it's good,
Mm-hmm.
or whether you get like a black, green Scion deck. And
My only other argument would be for Unnatural Aggression, and that would just be to cut green.
Correct, but I actually don't think that. I think the card's okay, but it's not great.
No, I'm just saying like if we can just keep somebody entirely out of green and hopefully get it the other way, but.
But I like the Evolving Wilds here.
Yep. These have been some kind of weak packs.
Yeah, I would agree. And it looks we might be getting cut from the green Scion, so we might have to move off of those. Okay.
I like... Wow, there's a lot of cards in a lot of different directions. I really like Nettle Drone a lot.
So we're probably going to have to wheel off the green here because it's just not coming. Like I think someone to our right is in on green Scions, and we're just off of it and aren't going to get back. I think the best card in the pack, regardless of archetype, is Valakut Predator. I just think putting 4
really
on the turn 4 is really, really good, and it also pairs decently with white. If you can go with like a allies deck. I also think Rope Tender Druids is not that bad and can put you into like a green-white allies deck.
Yeah, but if we're getting cut on green...
Yeah.
I would say I actually like the Nettle Drone better than the Predator, but let's try the Predator.
Okay. Maybe Landfall will be open and we can move into that. So we'll see. Wow. A pretty weak pack here.
Yeah.
So we're definitely being... Well, this is just kind of a weak pack overall.
Mm-hmm.
There's not even really a card I like here.
I mean, if we end up in a token theme, Inspired Charge could be not awful. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, these are all like bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Like Rush of Ice is kind of playable. Mist Intruder in the right deck is kind of playable. Inspired. I actually wouldn't take the Inspired Charge here. I'd probably go with like. Boy, I don't even know. Do not know. So basically, everything I wanted to do in this draft and show off like how to draft the format is not going right. I take the, whatever. I actually don't think it matters what we take here. All right, so actually we take Blister Pod here.
Yep, that's what I have highlighted.
I think it's the best card in the pack. I think Rising Miasma. There's an argument for that as well. But we don't have any black cards at this point, and it's kind of like a black control-ish card.
Yeah.
And Blister Pod can go well with the green or the white if we end up getting in white. So let's do it. In fact, Pyrrhic Rites I've not played with, but it's somewhat interesting.
I played it in the pre-release. I sighted into it, and it was great. But that was against a deck.
I think we should take the Veil off.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah. The reason I think if we can cut any green we can at this point, we want to because we do have 4 green cards, and it's a fine playable.
Neither... oh, wait. Next one is when we get the Bone Splitters.
Yeah.
Mortuary Mire?
Yeah, I think we take the land here.
I mean, the good news is everybody else is getting crap.
This had double bone splinters, right?
Yeah, this had double bone splinters, I think.
I actually like Sludge Color in this deck too. I ran it and it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Sludge Color is a little underrated at this point.
I think so too. Jesus. What is happening?
Yeah, like there's nothing that's even really open right now. I couldn't even tell you what's open based on what we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, take the patrol.
I just have no idea what's going on here.
Let's take Sylvan's Grind.
Yeah, we might end up going weird here. Ghostly Sentinel's a fine card.
Good. Sentinel's a fine late pick. Yep, that's fine.
Oh man. All right, well, so I think we navigated that pretty well. there just wasn't anything for anybody.
There was no archetypes really open, so
Yeah.
maybe the packs were weak. I don't know. I think there were probably more Scion cards open than they got taken, or maybe everyone grabbed Scion cards first, and then none of them started going around. So we'll see. I think we can move the Mist Intruder to the board. I don't think there's any chance we play blue, and we'll take it on Nixless.
Yeah, that'll make things feel a little bit better.
Yeah, open like a boss and take out Nixless.
Yep.
Let's just take a look.
Well,
I just want to see what else was in the pack real quick, so we can see what else was out there. Let's move the Mist Intruder to the board.
Yeah.
I think we can move the Predator to the board now as well.
Sure.
And we'll leave it like this for the time being and kind of see how the packs.
Do you have a Twitch chat up?
I don't. Why? Is there a question?
No, I just was wondering if you wouldn't mind monitoring that. It's rough to do.
I do have it up. I do have it up, but I have to go full screen for this, and then I'll keep attention going forward.
Got it.
I'll check every 30 seconds.
So where are we going now? Well, I like Complete Disregard if we're trying to follow up that Obnixilis, and it's a good card.
Yep.
Otherwise, Blister Pod.
Let me just check Ring to Light just to see if it's worth anything. I realize that we don't always draft for money, but if it was 7 tickets right now or something, it would be okay. It's only a ticket online, so we're good.
Okay.
So yeah, I think Complete Disregard is the pick. Pretty easily looking to wheel Blister Pod. If we want to potentially stay open to white, then Colostria Healer's potentially a
I like that card.
There's the black-white deck was the second draft I did, and it was pretty cool. So Shriek to Emiria is real good.
Yeah. Are we 3 colors? Because
I think it's easily the best card in the pack. We already have some white.
Yeah.
And that is an archetype that maybe if it goes if Stonehaven Medic reels, if the healer, I think we can maybe even be white black. Well, we'll see. Let's take the Retreat. It's the best card in the pack. We have Evolving Wilds. We can we can put Evolving Wilds higher on our list as well.
Blighted Woodlands if we're trying to get fixing.
True. And this is a weak pack.
Yeah.
This is a disappointingly weak pack.
Angelic Gift isn't the worst thing in the world if you choose when to play it. If you're trying to cycle through your deck for powerful stuff, anyways, but
it's not. But I think you can always get one if you need it. I think so. Just to go over the picks, I think Tightening Coils is the best card in the pack. I think Processor Assault can be good in the right deck, but it's not us removal spell, and it's certainly not us. And so, actually, I do think Blighted Woodlands to pick. Because I think
otherwise, Ultra's Reap. If we think we can get that the Blister Pod back. Wait,
I like the Woodland better.
Okay.
I think you can get an Altar's Reap whenever you want it.
Okay.
And you definitely can't get a Woodland whenever you want it.
All right. We gotta get serious about some fixing if we're thinking that we're actually 3 colors.
I think if we could run if we get one more Evolving Wilds, we'll be in decent shape. We also have a Sylvan Scrying.
Yeah, I would prefer not to have to run that, but
I agree. But there's not always turn 2 plays. So if that is your turn 2 play and you're getting into some 3, 4s, and 5s, that's not bad.
Smite the Monstrous if we want to go more controlling, or else there's this Courser Griffin or Blister Pod if we think we're green.
Actually, I think the Smite is the pick here. I think we're going to be kind of a mid-rangey build here. So, and I think Smite's one Smite is always very playable.
Yeah, I like it. There we go. I mean, there is a Bone Splinters here, which I would kind of like, but I think we kind of have to be responsible and take the Evolving Wilds, right?
I think the second Evolving Wilds basically sets us up really well to kind of take the best white, green, or black card in any of the decks remaining.
Sounds good. And if one of those happens to be the Life Tender Druid, so much the better.
Right.
Sentinel or Blister Pod are what jump out at me.
Sorry, my phone buzzed there, so make sure.
Okay, we're just getting low on time.
I don't like the second Sentinel. So, actually, what about what?
What about
what Lithomancer's focus? Lithomancer's just colorless, and I feel like tricks are pretty good in this format right now.
Sure. Grove Tender, if we think we're 3 colors. Otherwise, we have the Fertile Thicket to fix.
I do like Fertile Thicket, but I think Grove Tenders is good. It's really good with Retreat to Emeria.
Yeah.
So now I wish we had that Inspired Charge that I was panning.
Yeah. I like that.
I think you can get one if you want one, so I think we should see something here.
Okay.
Also, both of those, Retreat and Grove Tender, make a Rot Shambler pretty good, too.
Probably can't get away with a Blade Step.
I like Blighted Step, but unfortunately, I think with 3 colors, we can't run it and Blighted Woodland, and we need the Woodland.
Seek the Wilds can be fixing.
I dislike Seek the Wilds. I think it's
I
the
do
worst
too,
fixing
but
options.
You think it's worse than Sylva's Scrying? Anyways, we'll talk about that later. What do you think we should grab?
Let's take the gift for right now.
Yeah, I don't want to play it, but
yeah, it's definitely at the bottom of our list. There's an Inspired Charge or a Blister Pod.
Yeah.
I like the Inspired Charge here with the tokens. Set it up to be a
we are a little bit heavy on 4s, but I don't think Blister Pod is very high impact. So
and it's Inspired Charge is not a 4 in our deck either. So
yeah, that's true.
Let's take.
I want one of these 2 for the sideboard is what jumps out at me.
I agree. Let's take the let's take the Reclaiming Vines. Like a Mire.
Sure. Picked wrong. Should have grabbed the Scour.
Hate the Geopedia. Yeah. I don't think we'll need a second Vines. Take the Mountain. Yep. The Mountain. All right, definitely looking for something to solidify this up here a little bit.
Yeah, that's a polite way of saying it. Well, there's another complete disregard, which I like to see. There's also Transgress the Mind. I don't think Gruesome Slaughter is for us.
No, it's not in our deck, although that card would have been great in the tokens deck. So that was the first pack we opened with the Eyeless Watcher was literally the only Scion card we saw.
Yeah.
So we got cut on both sides, which really sucks, which I think is going to be common at the beginning of the format.
Yep.
Yeah, complete disregard. That's fine here.
Well, here's a chance to get some Scions.
I do like Call to Scions here because if we have the other token makers, we are going to try to set up for some sort of, win with Inspired Charge.
And the Steward isn't the worst thing in the world either, if that comes back.
It might wheel in this.
Oh, wait, what about the Sharpshooter?
I think it's 2 mana intensive for our. I would not mind to see that card wheel, but I would take the Scion, Call the Scions over it.
Okay. There's actually a lot of stuff in there that I wouldn't mind that I'd play if it came back to us.
Yeah, I agree. Some good choices here. Some of these came earlier.
Yeah.
I think Sheer Drop is the pick. Pretty
I
obvious.
think so too. Yeah, I like Shadow Glider, and the Dominator Drone wouldn't be bad either. But
we definitely want the removal. So now I think we just really want to get some creatures.
Yeah.
We have Call to Scions.
We have 8. 9.
Well, we have and Retreat is like, so we basically have like 10 creatures right now.
Yeah. Do we grab another Evolving Wilds just to really cement our mana base? Or do we grab the creature?
I was going to say, I think we take the Stalwart here. I think we can reliably cast it as a 3/4.
Okay.
Which I think is going to be good for us.
Yeah, and I think I would take the Evolving Wild, but I said I'd defer to you, and I'll defer to you here. I just don't like. I mean, we have double whites, double blacks.
Yep, we do. But again, if Inspired Charge is not a 4-drop. we need guys for sure. So
how about now?
So it's either that or Fertile Thicket.
I think I'd rather have the wilds.
Okay.
Because then that can actually make us more splashy rather than...
It does work well with Retreat to Emeria better as well.
Yeah. That's great, actually. Here's an Eyeless Watcher, finally.
Yep. I think we take it. I think we try to go wide and look for another Inspired.
The only other thing that tempts me is the Despoiler, and I think the Watcher's probably better.
Yeah.
Well, we could up our removal kind of with Unnatural Aggression, or we could grab Scour for the sideboard, or I guess Fortified Rampart for the sideboard. Would be kind of things that jump out at me. What do you think?
I kind of like Encircling Fissure here.
Yeah, I guess it's a creature in a pinch.
It's a pseudo creature, and it gets people a lot, and especially with a lot of tokens, we can set up like a lot of chumps. What look like chumps or like multiple blocks.
Yeah, no, I like it.
That.
Shadow Glider.
Yeah, we'll take the Shadow Glider here.
Yeah, because I mean, Swarm Surge is okay, but I think Inspired Charge is probably better for us.
It is, and we pretty much want one more of those.
All right.
Definitely an archetype I've not been in before. So.
A mess.
This is what happens when you can't get into an archetype.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't. Sometimes when we're drafting, I know what we did wrong, and it's pretty glaring. I don't know what we did wrong here, if we did anything wrong. It might just be that the format's new, and so there's a lot of signals are rough when not everybody agrees on what's powerful.
Yep.
So somebody could be like, "Oh, sweet, pick 4 some tarot card that we hate. Do you want another
Inspired Charge? I definitely think we want that over. Well, let's see. Let's just do it.
Brood Hunter Worm would be my other thing I'd push for, but
Call the Scions, Encircling Fissure, and Retreat to Emeria. So we have like 14 creatures, sort of, right now.
Yeah. Well, and 2 Eyeless Watchers is kind of nice for that.
Yep. I think I'd take the Inspired Charge here because I think we need 2 of those to ensure that we have some way of winning.
Okay.
Ooh, the Great Horn is very nice.
Steward or the Great Horn. I like the Great Horn better, though. Okay, great. Whoops.
That's all right.
Let's actually axe the Invoker. We aren't playing 3 of those, right?
No, we're not playing 3 Inspired Charges.
And Invoker kind of wrecks us.
It can hurt us, yeah.
All right. I mean, maybe the Grove Tender coming so late should have meant green-white tokens for us. Actually, Natural Connection, we can look at it if we want to play it. I'm not sure that we do, but
yeah, we'll take it and see what happens.
I mean, we want other people playing the other 2 cards that were in there, so it was either that or the land.
Yep.
I wonder... Well, it's weird, because we got some kind of late complete disregards. Maybe the Grove Tender should have been an indication that we should have gone tokens earlier.
But there's not a lot of token making in white. Well, there is in green, but we didn't see much.
Exactly. I think that it was reasonable for us to think we were getting cut in green.
It was. We didn't see anything really. First 2 picks were green, and then we didn't see much.
Yep. Yeah.
One of the things about and it's certainly possible that either a bunch of people opened Scion cards and tried to cut them, or nobody did, which is a possibility as well. I actually don't mind the wall as a sideboard.
No, I don't either. I was going to move it to the sideboard though to start with.
Yeah, I think it's a sideboard start for us, but
This doesn't look in my very limited amount of knowledge about the format. This doesn't look great, but it doesn't look awful.
No, it's all right. It's not the deck I wanted.
Can we kill this crying?
So.
Well, I guess I'm gonna pull over things that I want to talk about cutting. We have to make.
Okay, go ahead. Just do that first, and then we can talk.
I'm just gonna cut that, right?
I think we cut that for sure.
Okay. Man, triple Evolving Wilds is kind of funny with... I actually really like Obstinate Bailoff when you have when you have so many Evolving Wilds, just because the threat of activation is huge.
Yeah.
They have to treat it like a 6/6, and then you can get through a lot of extra damage. So I guess... Wow, look at this curve. This is a...
It's pretty normal for the format.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. All right, those would be the 4 that I want to talk about cutting.
So...
And I guess we have to make 4 cuts if we're doing 18 lands.
So my first point is I actually think this might be a 17 land deck.
Okay.
I've been running some 17s when either like beyond Retreat to Emeria. I think that's and Ondu Greathorn. I think those are the only cards that we care about for landfall. Bailoff, I guess. So we have 3 cards.
Well, the other thing that we need to worry about though is Sheer Drop and is that the only Awaken card we have?
The other one we have is Encircling.
Okay. Yeah, okay. All right, maybe you're right. All right, so you want to cut 3 of these?
I think we cut the Gift and the Lithomancer's Focus for sure.
Okay. And I think I agree on the Lithomancer's Focus. I think in green-white, the Gift could be not terrible. It's great on the Greathorn. It's okay on the Stalwart. It could be great on the Rot Shambler. It's great, absurd on the Bailoff. Maybe you're right.
If we were gonna play Gift, then I would cut an Inspire Charge. I would use it as like another win condition.
And I honestly, that would be my inclination, but
okay, let's try it.
All right, so we have to make we're cutting 1 more card, and my vote would be for the Scrying. I think we have 3 Evolving Wilds
and Blighted Woodland
and Blighted Woodland. Oh yeah, let's do that then.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Yep. How do we only have a minute 50 left? Is this like fast clock?
Oh, maybe I
did not spend.
Yeah, I don't know.
Build. It's okay. It's fine. I was like, whoa, we should have like 5 minutes left, and then we have a minute. So.
Oops.
We definitely want to be heavier green. We probably want to be like, I don't know, 5.
No. 5.
3. Is that right? That's 13, 15. We have 4. We have like 7 black sources.
I guess we're kind of splashing black. So then, do we want the Sludge Crawler then? Can we trade that out for something?
That's a good point. Yeah, we're really not going to be reliably casting it as a 1.
Right.
For Rampart? Go defense early?
That's not bad. That takes pressure off of some of our other things.
It'll give us more time to get going.
Whoops. Now I'm up to 41 cards. What did I do?
18 lands. Took out Sludge Crawler.
Oh, wait. We're not 18 lands.
Oh, right. 17. Yep. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes. And we definitely want the green, because if we draw Blighted Woodland and don't have the other colors, we can go get them.
Exactly.
And the triple Evolving Wilds is like 3 of each other land, so...
Yep.
We have... Oh, we don't...
What's wrong?
We have a second Mortuary Mire in the up top. Do we want to play a second one?
My only concern is that... Wait, so we still have 2 fetchable sources? Yeah, let's do that then. It's not like we're dropping early drops anyways. Oh, well, that sucked.
Yeah, the 5-minute clock sucks.
Yeah.
Fast build 8-4. Yep.
Well, now we know. My bad.